It's good in the hood.
We're rolling around, we're looking for birds, and we are finding them, and a lot of them. And here is a prime example of a front yard town.
Is that smart?
That is not smart. We took turns napping and driving, looking for birds, and it's a small little pocket of them, and we covered ground, and I mean from about 9 o'clock to almost noon, I think we saw 3. And then we got up into this area, and man, we started seeing birds left and right. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a turkey. So it's that hill right there, just down a ways, right?
Should be.
Well, either way, you should hear them from up here if we could hear them from there.
Sounded like it came from this meadow right here. Probably gonna blow your hat off.
So this bird that we heard from the other side, we looped around. We couldn't tell whether it was in the bottom or up here. It's all airspace all the way across. So
there's one here and there's one here.
So we ended up getting up here to get a closer idea on where the birds are at. So he's gobbling on his own still. Dude, I think that bird's right here that's still gobbling. Well, let's walk up here a little bit just to be, close to me. Far inside that edge, so he's gotta be somewhere in here. I don't think he's all the way out in this woods. That's quite a ways
right in that valley.
Yeah, right.
There's a little gully there.
Back to this one. That bird's down in here.
I told you there's 2.
That bird's not far either.
So it says we invite respectful guests from the public, but there's one gobbling dude right.
Yeah.
There's one gobbling.
I mean, this one was gobbling at clocks.
Oh, posted sign. Like, wow.
Very posted. That lower bird, I don't think is posted, but this one is.
Stop right here. Stop right here.
This one's. He's not.
Get in the truck and go up here. Is there an opening? Are you sure it's up there?
Yeah, that's 100% right here. And there's that one gobbler. He's no more than $150, would you say, right?
Dude, that thing has full-blown long gobble.
Yeah. Dude, he's like just going nuts.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to hunt long gobble, dude. That thing.
Oh, I didn't know for film if you wanted to I'd rather hunt the woods.
Well, that's not going to be a woods turkey. That's going to be a field turkey. There's a field right there.
He's right up, yeah, he's right up on the edge of that. Yeah, so just set up on that field edge.
I mean, he's not that far in there. He's like right in this corner.
Yeah. a solid plan for the morning to come in here and get one of these birds killed.
Who do?
He's hot. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer. Got this bird dead right here, and this man does not seem to want to leave, but we're going to get this tag filled out, and might even be able to get over to New Hampshire. We still got a few hours, and I have a New Hampshire tag left. That couldn't have gone any better. I mean, that Tom shut down the other one, and he ended up holding up, and they ended up coming up together, coming up through this shaded edge, and they saw that jig decoy, and I mean, it came unglued on him, so.
What camo pattern was that?
This is the Posset Custom. This is not easy to get stuff. It's one of them, like, it's like those single barrel whiskeys. It's kind of like that, but with pants and spray paint. One of a kind, man. If there's any camo companies listening, 32, 34 stretchable camo pants would be great that aren't this big around. Thank you. Check this bird out. Oh no, this one's not too pretty. No hook. 2-year-old. Man, he's got a paintbrush of a beard on him. That's the first head I've really messed up with the TSS, to be honest with you. Usually it's pretty easy on their head, but not at 10 steps. Yeah, nice bird. That's a wrap for Vermont. We spent a lot of time driving around and finding a bunch of birds to hunt. I think we got here at 2:30 in the morning, so we got a half hour, so we figured our time would be better spent just locating a bunch of birds. We drove around for quite a while. We ended up getting up into this area and just found a pocket of birds that, you know, they're here. It's one of them deals where, I mean, there's birds everywhere. When you find those little pockets of higher populations, I mean, this is what happens. You have, you know, we had 2 or 3 different birds. It got to the point where we didn't know if birds were moving, what bird was gobbling where. I mean, it was one of them deals we kind of lost track of what was all going on because of that, but which isn't a bad problem to have. Brain's teaching me the hunting in one spot game. We get to see a lot of stuff happen that I wouldn't. This bird right here, he had a obnoxiously long gobble. Like, we noticed that last night, and he was roosted right in there. And there was another bird almost in line with him that we couldn't tell whether he was switching angles on the limb gobbling, but I'm assuming it's that bird there that rolled up with him. And, you know, they both ended up working off and going down, and somehow the one ended up back here behind us. You know, how he got there, I mean, I would assume he ended up picking his way down through and up and around. He gobbled right up in here, picked his way down through. It had got to here, and that bird gobbled, and his whole mood changed. I mean, this, you know, he was spitting and drumming, coming in and out of strut to calling. And he was about to drop down in this bottom and commit, but as soon as this bird showed up, we heard him gobbling down in here, almost exactly the tree he was roosted at, you know, from the sounds of it. And this bird gobbled his way down through here and ended up poking out right down over this hill. Once we heard the gobble, it sounded like it was in the field. We knew it was going to be game on. We had the one hen pick her way up through here, right up through the shade. And that's how these guys ended up rolling up through. So this style of hunting definitely helps to learn how the turkeys all how the turkeys all get together in the morning, how they split up, what times they're doing what, especially when you're used to running and gunning, you know, being where their feet touch the ground and spooking them or killing them kind of deal, you know, taking higher odds, like, you know, higher risk situations like that where you can sit back and watch them like this. It's a big help, and, you know, and a lot of what I've learned doing this kind of hunting. I mean, this is fairly new to me. I'll be able to take that and even bring it over into what I, you know, do when I'm out on my own, give it a try, and it's definitely a learning experience.